Here, the best expression is happening because Mahavira was king. See, one more thing. When you live a life with wealth and richness, you know all the secrets of human mind. Understand? Wealth gathers around you only when you know the secrets of human mind. How to handle human beings who are coming in front of you. Only a person who knows the basic secrets of human mind will acquire wealth, will become a leader. Only he can be a leader. Here Mahavira lived the life of a leader and expressing the truth of enlightenment. Very rare combination. Very rare combination. There are many different expressions by different masters. One, a person who was a beggar or who has never seen the world, just lived a life in forest and did meditation, became enlightened. His enlightenment will be the same, but his expression will not be sharp because his constitution or his mind, his inner software is not created based on fearlessness. One more thing, even after enlightenment, when you settle into the body, when you want to teach, you use the same mental setup which you left. You may not have the greed and fear which that mental setup was having earlier, before its enlightenment, but the setup will be the same. The software programming will be the same. Understand? This is an important revelation which you need to understand. Only then you will be able to appreciate the greatness of Mahavira's expression. If a beggar becomes enlightened, he may not have the fear or greed which he had before enlightenment, but the mental setup of living without possessing anything, or the mental setup of living by begging will be the same. So he has to use that mental setup only to teach, to relate with the world. Understand? The mental setup which you created, after enlightenment also you use the same mental setup. Only one difference, after enlightenment, if you want you can use, otherwise you can drop. You may have that freedom, but the mental setup, the software itself will be same. Here, Mahavira is having the best software to express enlightenment. The fearless leader software, through which he can see the depth and express it. That one thing, what I expressed, that people who did not have anything, renounced the life, became enlightened. There are so many millions of examples I can give for this. Second, people who became enlightened but did not renounce after enlightenment. Example, Krishna, Janaka, all these great masters, they lived as kings, became enlightened, but they continued to live as kings. This is a second kind of a mental setup. One more thing, in this the difficulty is, they will express the truth with a clear software. So first, that is the first group. The second group, who lived as kings, became enlightened, but again continued to be as kings. Here the big problem is, their teachings is interpreted, experienced, understood by the people who have vested interests. Understand? When you are talking to your ministers, even if they don't understand, they have to listen. But Mahavir has no captive audience. Mahavir is not talking to captive audience. When Krishna is speaking to his ministers, When he is teaching to Arjuna, practically they are captive audience. Even if Arjuna doesn't want, he can't escape from Krishna. He has to listen because he is receiving some service from Krishna. When your boss makes some joke, you have to laugh. You can't do anything about it. You have to. Same way when Janak is teaching, his whole court has to listen. They are captive audience. So, the person who is listening, whether he agrees or not, he has to listen. So, complete truth expression is not possible. It's not possible. I don't sit with my ashramites and take these spiritual classes. I give them only the instructions what to do. They ask me, what is this, Swamiji? You are not sitting and talking to us like these Shiva Sutras or Jain Sutras and all these sutras. I tell them, you guys are captive audiences. Whatever I talk, you have to listen. No other way. That way, truth can never be expressed. Truth cannot be expressed to a person who is bound to listen. Truth can be expressed only to a person who has got the freedom to doubt and question. Who has got the freedom to doubt. See, you have a freedom. You can doubt me. And you have a freedom. You can put a question. You have a freedom to go out. Only to you, truth can be delivered. Truth can be delivered in its purest form only to a person who is not receiving anything else from a master. If you receive something else from me, apart from truth, you may be sitting here for that. You can't receive the truth. You are not qualified to receive the truth. Here, the whole thing, if you see, has come in a beautiful way. Mahavira is the ultimate category. Was king, who became enlightened and renounced the kingdom. He is teaching, sitting on the platform of Satya. Only one thing is holding him, Satya. He doesn't have the title. He doesn't have any other title like a king. No. He is heard by the people just because he is enlightened. See, after enlightenment, if you are sitting on the throne of a king, people may hear you because you are king. You don't know what for he is sitting. You don't know why he is listening. You can't say people are sitting just because you are enlightened. They may be sitting because you are a king. There may be some other reason for you to sit. There should not be anything else associated with the spiritual truth. No. If you associate anything else with the spiritual truth, the possibility is there, the truth will not be heard properly. It will not be received properly. Here, Mahavir is talking to people who are not bound to him in any way. Who are not bound to him in any way. Seekers. You can't bind them. You can't bind them. And there is nothing which can bind them. You can bind them only by love and gratitude. So you can't even use the word binding. It can't be even a bondage. You can keep them together only based on love and gratitude. Here he is talking to a community of seekers who are not receiving anything else from him but truth. They are not there for anything else except truth. And he is not carrying any title. He has renounced all the titles. So nobody is sitting in front of him because he has got some title. Because he is a king of some place or he is somebody. No. People are sitting in front of him just to listen to the truth. He is a pure being without any personality, without any title. See, the word persona comes from a Greek root. In those days, the drama actors, they will use masks. That mask only is called persona. Personality means the mask which you are using. Janak has got mask. He is a king. Ashtavakra has to listen to him. No other way. Or the Sugabrahma, sorry, not Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra actually taught Janaka. Sugabrahma came to listen from Janaka. Sugabrahma has to listen because Janaka is a king. Sugabrahma is a captive audience. He is captured. He has to. Whenever a king speaks, you can't tell anything. But here, with Mahavir, there is no other relationship except the master and seeker. The purity of relationship is important to maintain the purity of the teaching, purity of the truth. And one more thing, Mahavir has no vested interest. He is not talking to his people to make them do something. No, there is no ulterior motive. There is no goal. Whatever is said and done, Krishna has got a motive to deliver Gita. All he needs is Arjuna has to fight now. So he has to talk. He has to express the truth in such a way that Arjuna will start fighting. There is an ulterior motive. And not only that, Krishna is running a community. He is running a kingdom. So naturally, his words has to be heard. So the purity of relationship is not there. One more thing, Arjuna was thinking himself as a friend. That's why in Gita he says, Krishna, forgive me. I thought you are my friend. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Shaketi. I called you as Yadava by your community name. I called you as my friend because he was thinking as a friend. So the purity of relationship is not there. You can't deliver a truth to your friend. You can deliver a truth only to a seeker. Here, the best mental setup, best software, and the greatest enlightenment, greatest experience of enlightenment, and right persons with the right attitude sitting in front of Mahavir. So the best truth is being delivered. True knowledge is coming out. He is giving us the scale. He is teaching us what is Satya and how to find out whether something is truth or not. So that can be considered as a scale. If an enlightened being says, you can take it for granted, it is truth. But Mahavir says no. He doesn't even want to say that anything told by an enlightened being is truth. No. Because who knows whether somebody is enlightened or not? God doesn't give certificate. What to do? We don't have a certificate. So Mahavir goes a step further. He is not accepting Apta Pramana. He is not accepting Vedas are ultimate truth. No. Apta Pramana is not accepted. Apta Pramana means the words of the enlightened ones. No. They say everything should be scrutinized. There is no such thing as Apta Pramana. There is no such thing as words of the enlightened beings. No. Everything has to be scanned. Everything has to be analyzed. He is giving beautiful teachings to find out what is truth and which is true knowledge. One more thing, please understand, this true knowledge This is like a touchstone. If you use these sutras and analyze all your decisions which runs your life, all your ideas which is base for your life, you will achieve Satya. Lord so says, if you are established in truth, you don't have to do any spiritual practice. If you understand this one sutra and redefine all your decisions, ideas, concepts about your life, you don't need to practice any spiritual discipline. You are enlightened this moment. All you need to do is redefine all your ideas. See, there are only few pillars on which your life is standing. Your life is established. Your desires, your idea about yourself, means positioning yourself. How you position yourself in the inner world. Understand, I am not talking about how you position yourself in the outer world. That all of you know, it's not worthy. Not only that, it's a pure lies. All of you know, whatever you may talk about yourself to others, but you don't believe that. You may make others to believe. You really don't believe. Just look inside. You can laugh at yourself. I always tell people, really, when you sit alone and start thinking what all you project as you, actually if you really believe what all you project as you, by now you would have become enlightened. Because Ramakrishna says, Man Muk Ek Karo, means the mind and the words, if you make it as one, you are enlightened. If you believe what you speak about you, you are enlightened. Actually, whatever you speak about you, start believing that in a strong way is also a spiritual practice. Whatever you are talking about you, I am this, I am that, you don't know me, all those things you start believing. But the difficulty is you won't believe, that's the problem. When you try to believe also, your mind will tell, you can talk all these things to others, not to me. If at all you can, people come to me, many times I have seen, they come to me and they just wanted to throw their weight to impress me. And they come and tell me, you know, I am this, I am doing that, I do so many philanthropical activities, I do this, I do that, I have so much wealth and I give so much and all those things. At the end of the conversation, I ask them only one thing. Sir, do you really believe now whatever you said? They say, what? Yes, we do believe, that's why we are talking to you. I tell them, do this only one thing as a spiritual practice. Go back. Now whatever you told me, write it down. Again and again, help yourself to believe that. That's enough. Either you should tune your mind to your walk, or you should tune your walk to your mind. Either you should tune your words to your mind, or tune your mind to your words. Some one thing, all Ramakrishna says is, let your word and mind be tuned. You can do anything. Either talk only what you believe as you, or believe what you talk as you, what you talk about you. The gap between your word and what you believe as you.